Hello, I'm Refashionista Sheri, and I cannot believe we are now on day 29 of my 30 days of refashions, but again, it is just more proof that if I can do this, you can too, and it is so simple to use what we have to make what we want, right? Like every tutorial so far this month has been something that I already had, I got for free, it's just been sitting somewhere in my house for way too long, and now it's awesome. And if you want to look back on all of the 30 days of refashions tutorials, I will link the full playlist down below. And don't forget to join my wardrobe revolution at refashionistasheri.com. And what are we doing today? Oh yes, today we are going to be transforming another pair of jeans that I got for free. And these are actually in the same bag as those jeans that I added those cute little ruffled hems to just a few tutorials ago. So if you missed that one, I will link it down below for you. And right, don't forget that you must join this channel because from next month, from October, I will be sharing 2 members only tutorials every single month. So click that join button, decide what you want to be, Refashionista Circle, Refashionista Elite, and you know what? Enough of me blah blah. Let's get making. For this hopefully quick and easy project, all you need are your crazy skinny jeans that fit you fine up top but are very uncomfortable on the bottom, and some lace scraps. And you probably recognize these from the tutorial that I just dropped a couple of days ago, or was it even yesterday? I don't know. 30 days of refashions is frying my brain here, but this is the scraps left over. So I have 4 pieces of lace here, and we're going to widen the legs with the lace. These jeans are so skinny, and I never ever have been a fan of skinny jeans. These are a pair that I got for free along with the other jeans that I actually turned into the ruffled hem jeans. So I'll link that tutorial down below if you missed it, but I got these free in that same bag of free stuff. Anyway, I was thinking I would use my seam ripper and open up these seams here, but you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to use as little time as possible to make these. So I'm just going to cut out these very skinny side seams here. But because I already have the lengths of upsizing bell-bottom panels like already done here, I'm going to use the length of these for the approximate length I'm going to cut up and out of these side seams here. So of course I always want to leave myself some seam allowance. And look, you see this bottom edge here is already finished because that was the edge of the tablecloth. So fantastic. So I'm just going to put that a little bit longer here on the bottom. And then I know I can chop all the way up to, let's say, that's like mid-thigh. I don't want to go that high, so maybe this wasn't such a good idea. I think I'm going to go about here, just above the knee area. So I have one side chopped out here, but you know what I'm going to do? Because these are so insanely skinny, I don't think it would actually look good if it just had one side panel here, because this side would just, it wouldn't be wide enough. You know, do you understand what I'm saying here? In my brain, it makes sense anyway. So instead of just doing one, I'm also going to cut up the other side of each leg here. So I'm going to have 2 lace panels with this skinny denim part in the center. And this video is sponsored by you, because when you leave the word of this video in a comment down below, it tells that pesky algorithm that this video is worth sharing with more people, and we can teach even more people to use what they have to make what they want. And the word of this video is bell fail, which might be a little bit of foreshadowing for you. So I have both of my jean legs opened up, and I'm just going to grab my first side panel here. And now I know that some people, when they are making their bell bottoms, they like to pre-cut their insert fabric into like the triangular point up at the top. I don't do that. I just find it a lot easier to put those right sides together and line up the bottom hems like so. And then I go and I stitch it on. And once I get to the top, then I just kind of, you know, stitch around, around up here at the top. And then we figure out as we go along when we're stitching on the other side. I know I'm going to have all of this excess here, but I prefer to have the excess fabric to play around with just in case I need it, than to have it already chopped off and then I'm kind of out of luck when it comes to stitching. If I run out of fabric up here at the top, it just looks, I don't know. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? That you don't have to pre-cut your inserts into a triangle. That's what we're finally getting at here. You can chop off any excess fabric at the end once it's all stitched together. But for now, I've put my right sides together and I'm just going to go stitch this on the first side and then stitch it on the second side. And then I'll be able to show you better, I think, what I'm talking about with leaving the fabric at the top. So my first panel is successfully stitched on, and look how much wider I have made these legs. That is fantastic. And now I can show you what I mean about this part at the top. Like you see, it's just perfectly stitched around. And now I can cut off this excess fabric here, and no one cares because it's excess fabric that's on the inside. And la la, of course I'm going to go trim all of this excess up as well so it's not flippy flapping all over my legs. But that's it. How easy is that? And now I can go put in my other 3 panels, remember, because it's 2 panels for each leg. Well, this didn't actually work out. It did not work out at all. It did not come out how I had envisioned it. And I think that is definitely because I underestimated these jeans. I really did. They were just way too skinny. I mean, it does look kind of cool, right? The lace on either side and the denim in the middle. I really like denim and lace together, but these particular jeans, no, didn't work. Looks really bad when I put it on. And so that's okay though. There's no mistakes in refashioning, right? It's not necessarily a fail because I can refashion this into something else. And I was thinking to use the top here as the top part of a skirt, but again, using like a round lace tablecloth because that's really cool looking, I think. And the bottom is still so salvageable as well. I mean, I could just chop this off, stitch them together and make it into, you know, a big bag. You let me know what you think I should do with these jeans and I shall create a tutorial for it. But yeah, you can see like the jeans, it's just too tight. The denim, I think they were just too skinny, too tight, and it didn't work out. But you know what? I'm still going to style them up for you just so you can see the fail. But again, it's not a fail. It's just an opportunity to do another refashion. I don't know what to say about that one. But you know what? Not every refashion can come out as great as I envisioned it to be. And really, that was just, those jeans were too skinny. They were too tight. I think if it was like a bootcut pair, it would look fantastic. But like I said, what do you think I should transform this refashion into? Refashion the refashion, so to speak. And let me know down below what you would do with these jeans. And also, please tell me I'm not alone in the fact that, you know, sometimes my refashions just don't work out. And I think that it's really important to show you guys that, you know, sometimes things don't work out, but then you just pivot and you make it into something else. So again, what would you make it into? And does this ever happen to you? And if so, what do you do? Do you make it into something else eventually? Or do you kind of go, I'll just donate this? Or do you chuck it? What do you do with those refashions that don't work out? And remember to join my wardrobe revolution at refashionistasherry.com. Plus, join my channel for those 2 fabulous members-only tutorials starting from October, which is happening in just a couple of days, right? It's the end of September now. We only have 1 more day left in the 30 Days of Refashions, which will be tomorrow. So until tomorrow, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.